Hey, we're back with head-to-head. Week 3 of the college football season. We're talking Auburn, Mercer. I'm Lauren Sisler.
And I'm Kevin Scarbinsky. And Lauren, Auburn is 11-0 all-time against Mercer with 9 shutouts.
Woo.
Of course, the last time they played was 1922, so this information is totally irrelevant. Fun, but irrelevant.
Okay, Kevin, well, let's just fast forward to 2017. We're in week 3 of the season, and unfortunately, Auburn had the worst offensive output under head coach Gus Malzahn, a mere 117 yards. Ouch. He did announce this week he's going to put Chip Lindsey, the offensive coordinator, up in the box. Herb Hand comes down to the field. As of right now, we're not going to see any personnel changes on the offensive line, still to be determined. However, I want to know what they're going to do. Jarrett Stidham obviously still yet to prove himself. We can't put all the blame on Jarrett Stidham and his lack of production. However, big question here, are we going to see Shaun White? You know, Shaun White suspended for the first 2 weeks. Gus Malzahn said he would be back in week 3. Will we see him on the field this weekend?
You're trying to create a quarterback controversy as if they don't have enough issues at Auburn with that offense. Lauren, look, this is not going to solve all their problems, switching the locations of Herb Hand and Chip Lindsey. They've got issues everywhere. The offensive line has to block better. The wide receivers have to get open more. Jarrett Stidham has to actually let go of the football at times instead of holding it far too long. So they've got issues everywhere you look. This is a great time, though, to correct some of those issues because you're playing Mercer. You're overmatched. They will be overmatched at every position. So this is an opportunity for Jarrett Stidham to get a lot of reps. This is not a game where Auburn will score a lot of points and get him out of there. I think he needs to play well into the second half. Get him comfortable, maybe develop some rapport with those receivers, let the offensive line learn how to block against a team that they can overmatch, and try to get well, or at least get better. They're not going to get well, but get better than that horrible performance they saw against Clemson. To their credit, Clemson's one of the better teams in college football, and don't be surprised if Clemson plays Alabama in the national championship game for the 3rd straight year. That's completely off topic, but I had to say it.
Absolutely. And, you know, a good tune-up game. We talk about this with ranked opponents. One stat that really jumps off the page to me for the Auburn Tigers, against top 10 opponents the last 5 games, they've only had 12.6 points, and their offensive production, 232 yards. That's what they're averaging in all those losses. So certainly time to get it tuned up, time to get it straight, and then, who knows, like we saw last season, they went on a cruise for, 5 straight games, and then, of course, the injury bug jumped in and plagued them the rest of the season. But I think this is a great opportunity for Auburn to get things right.
If they don't get it right this week, it's not going to be right.
All right, Kev, production time. All right, we know that Auburn's going to win this football game. By how much? I'm predicting the Auburn score to be 45-7. I think that the defense is going to shut it down. The defensive performance in week 2, as we talked about after that Clemson game, outstanding. Got to give them credit. I think Mercer's going to have so much trouble on offense and being able to get some offensive production going. So again, my final prediction here, Auburn wins at 45-7.
Look, Auburn is, again, as we said, has issues everywhere. But here's another stat, a not so fun fact for the Tigers. They are 2-5 in the last 3 seasons, starting in 2015, in the month of September against Power 5 opponents. Think about that, 2-5 against Power 5 opponents. The good news for the Tigers, Mercer's not a member of the Power 5. It's not even a member of the Group of 5. It's a member of the football championship subdivision. They play in the Southern Conference along with Samford. So Auburn will win this game 52-3, and will be no closer to knowing how good Auburn really is.